You forgot. I'm a kid. 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 And in case you forgot.
All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Everybody, come on in. Come on in. Stop in, say hello. Say hello, throw up deuces, whatever y'all want to do. Let us know where you from. Let us know where you from when you say hi in the comments. Cause you know you gotta interact with us. You gotta interact with us. So let us know where you're interacting from. Like, hey, this is Jane from Texas, or hey, this is Sally from Avondale. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to do it. Y'all know how to do it. I can't hear you, Wyatt. I don't know what happened. Nah. I can't hear you. Yeah. I hear some strange noise over there, though. I don't know what it is. Sound like a pump of some sort.
What?
It's gone. It's gone. I thought you was over there
Oh,
pumping.
what?
It sounded like a pump or something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now. I got
All
you
right. Yeah, pump.
now. You turned the pump off, man.
Whoa.
So how was your week and your weekend? I ain't seen, heard, or whatever talk to you since last Monday.
Yeah, well, it was you that had the important weekend. We should be asking you how was your weekend. My weekend was full of football. You don't really watch football, not pro, but college you do. But I watched football. I had the family home for the weekend. My daughter came home from OSU. And we did the Friday night lights football, then we did the Saturday football, and of course we watched the Sunday football. So I knew that pump comment was not going to get over too.
I just know I couldn't hear you, and I heard something pumping. I said, I don't know. I don't know why.
All right,
What's
you
going
caught
on?
me. Damn, you ain't got to tell the world. I wasn't finished. I'm just playing. Oh man, I tell you, it's gonna be some craziness on here today. I can probably tell. Someone said they're from Carthage, Hartwell.
All right. All
Cool,
right.
cool, cool. It looks like Valisa. Love it.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Got
So
somebody.
listen, more importantly, not
Hold on.
my weekend.
Hold on a
How
second.
was
Hold on. We got a shout out. We got Walter in here from Jacksonville, Florida.
Ooh,
Got Brenda from Fairfield. Ben, I can't say that whole name. Ben from Hartwell. Sean from Atlanta. Got Regina from Birmingham, Alabama.
what up, dope?
Got Bonita from Mount Airy. All right, all right. We got Woodlawn in the house. Downtown, Cartersville, Georgia.
Who say they from downtown?
Terry.
Terry, did they show a name or what?
Terry Anderson from downtown.
Never heard of them. What part of downtown you from? I'm just playing. What up,
Robert
T?
Willis out in Anderson Township checking in with us. All right. All right.
Somebody said Drug Town, USA, Price Hill, Priceless Hill, Regina,
Troy, Overland Park,
Ross.
Kansas.
Wow.
All right.
West Walnut Hill, Scott Band. Good, good. Man, got people from all over, bro. I'm waiting for somebody to say they watching from cell block C or something in the joint. You know, they got cell phones in the joint.
Let's see. We got Bond Hill, West End checking in. Anybody from Roseline? Anybody checking us out from Roseline? I'm asking that because you asked about my my weekend, and a part of
Yes.
what I did on my weekend was they painted a mural over there on the corner of Summit and Reading,
Yes.
and I was over there playing music for the people painting the mural.
DJing.
No, I was
That's what
playing.
DJs do. They play music.
Well, now hold on, just because I kept having to have this little debate, if you want to call it that, and people
Yeah.
kept saying, "You the DJ, you the DJ," and I kept saying, "No, I'm just a dude playing music," because to me, there's an art form to DJing. I don't have that art. You know what I'm saying? I had my iPad with my iTunes open, and I was searching songs, and I would hit play next. That was what I was doing. I was not DJing.
You are the millennium style DJ of today. That's what they do.
No, they still got turntables. They still do, they mix the music together, they match beats, all of that kind
No,
of
I
stuff.
didn't say that you was a high tech DJ, but anybody that is controlling the rhythm of the night, anybody that's controlling the jukebox, anybody that's controlling the music and what's next and you playing it, bro, you're the DJ.
I
You might
reject
not be
that.
a very good one. You might be an average one. You might be a real good one. I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you're controlling the sounds of the night, you're the DJ.
Here's partially why I reject that. Because
Oh,
everybody, no, hopefully this is gonna make sense, right?
okay.
You ever been to karaoke
Yes,
and you heard people singing?
absolutely.
Can those people say, "I'm a singer"?
For the
Even
moment,
though they up there singing. No, they're still not a singer. There's somebody who's up there singing. But no reasonable person would listen to them and be like, "You must be a singer." No, just because you up there singing does not make you a singer. And just because you playing music does not make you a DJ. But anyway. So yeah, we were out there, painted the mural. I didn't do no painting. I just played the music. But they painted the mural on the corner of a section in Reading. And they passed out food and,
what was the mirror of? I'm sorry, I missed that. What was it of?
I don't, it's
You was DJing. You was too busy DJing.
It's an artist
that's right.
rendition of something. But over there where that Ponderosa used to be on the corner of Summit and Red, and they tore
Yeah.
that down. And
Yeah.
there was that wall back there. So now there's art on the wall. There's art on the wall.
I got you.
So I
Okay.
would just say, drive by, check it out, and just beautification of Roseline. And
For sure.
it was a nice event. Some people who were hungry, actually. Some people came through who were hungry and maybe even homeless, and I think some of them got access to services, but they definitely got some food. I mean, it wasn't like no 5-star meal, but they definitely got some food in them, and so it was a decent little event. It was a decent little event.
Good. That's cool. Who gave that? Was it the community council or
I
something
think
like
so.
that?
I
Okay.
believe it was. That
Cool.
someone just Annie Roof actually just contacted me and said, "Hey, we would love it. If we need some music out here. We don't have a budget to hire no DJ, but is it something
That's
that you could do?"
the way you get a DJ for free, by not calling them a DJ, just somebody to come out and play music. See, you fell for that. If he would have put the title of DJ on it, you would have had to be in the budget.
No, I know,
Sorry,
I
bro.
know. Well, she gave me a love offering, so that's all good. But I know Annie Ruth, and I'll always help Annie Ruth out if she need help. But yeah, it was a good event. It was a good event.
Good.
I enjoyed
Cool.
it.
How was
Um,
the
Okay.
how didn't you and the missus have a anniversary?
Yeah, Friday we went and we did some stuff and we had a good time. We enjoyed each other's company. Of course, went out to eat, and
Was it a
just
stay thing in the city, or did y'all
yeah.
travel?
No, no, no.
Oh,
We
okay, I thought
stayed.
y'all were going out of town. I thought you
No,
mentioned that.
no. We stayed in the city. Yeah, we were just here. We were just chilling. Went out, and like I said, I just relaxed and enjoyed her company.
Okay, good.
She entertains me, and apparently she tolerates me. So you can't beat that. You
And
can't
now
beat
you
that.
have a birthday coming up, right?
I had a birthday coming up this Friday. Yes.
Well, happy birthday, just in case we don't see you. Well, I don't, you know, we don't see you by Friday because we never know. You know what I'm saying? Certain things pop up. I mean, you got an announcement today. Should I not? Should I just let
Oh
you
no, yeah, I can announce it. I'll announce
go
it a
ahead?
few times, starting
Put your seatbelt.
tomorrow.
Put your seatbelt on, folks. Put your seatbelt on. E-Man has an announcement.
Starting tomorrow. You can still catch the afternoon experiment. I was off all last week, but I'll be back starting tomorrow, new time, 3 p.m., 3 to 5. 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
3 to
I
5,
like
I'll
that.
be on. And, because I picked up some other freelance work that, keeps me all throughout the day until it's time to go pick up that little baby. Because that wasn't negotiable. Like, you want me to do this project? Sure, we would love it if you would do this project. Okay, but I have to be at this particular place at this particular time, and
Yeah,
that's non-negotiable. So they was like, okay, that's cool. So
that's
yeah,
that's
I
what's
picked up a freelance gig. So 3 to 5, starting tomorrow, the afternoon experiment.
superstars can do that, y'all. They can dictate what's going on. And, hey, if I can't get this time off on this break time, and then if I can't do this, then we ain't got no deal. So I feel you. Good power move, E. E
Hey,
with the power moves.
hey, I can't have that little baby standing out there just looking
With the
around, not
umbrella.
knowing who gonna come and pick her up.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. That's a good power move, though, bro. Good power move. Hey, if I can't have it during this time, if I can't have that off, I don't work on Saturdays. I don't do no Sundays. I got this going. If you can't do all that, you can't meet my needs, my schedule, then hey, we'll holler at you.
That's the way my life is right now. I have
Good.
certain limitations, and that's the beauty of me being able to go out and freelance, because this is what, and if you want me, this is what comes with it.
There
And
you go. Hey,
people
I like
say,
it.
hey, we still want you, so
I
I
like
get
it.
that.
And I like the 3 to 5. That'll give me some time to nudge at you a little bit. And then I could just right away go in after some shit you didn't say it that's probably crazy. And then I can just take it away. That's a beautiful thing. I like the
Never
3
say
to
crazy
5.
stuff, ever, ever, ever.
Okay. All right, we'll let you feel that way. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out some comments here. Speak for yourself. Some people say they love karaoke and they say they are a singer. See, I'm with you. I'm with Crystal Hoskins. I don't
All
care
right.
if I'm not Roberta Flack, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, or Luther Vandross. When it's my time to shine
Mm-hmm.
on the karaoke, damn it, I am a professional. I'm
Yeah.
a pro singer. When
All
you
right.
give me the microphone at karaoke.
Let me be clear. I love karaoke. I love karaoke. I won't do karaoke, but I love karaoke. Okay? I
Okay.
I love to go watch,
But
but
you can
just
actually sing.
no,
Karaoke is not really for people that can sing, bro.
I agree. I agree. And that's why I love karaoke. You know what I love about it's what I love about good singers, and it really is kind of the same thing I love about karaoke. I think good singers bring a certain passion to what they sing. And
Yeah.
I think karaoke, although, they may lack some of the skills in terms of, voice, they may lack some of those skills.
Yeah.
They be up there passionate. And
Yes.
when I tell you, I love karaoke. One of the things that I do when we go on cruises
Oh
is
yeah.
I almost just camp out in the karaoke spot because I just love to hear the people
They give you
sing,
this
and
big
they
thick
go
ass
hard.
book this thick of songs. Pick one.
And they
Okay.
go hard. I love it. I sit back and enjoy it. So yeah, I do. I love karaoke. I do.
I find karaoke entertaining, especially by those that can't sing. They're the better performers.
Yes, they are.
I'm just gonna
Yes.
be honest. You guys who can really sing can't hold a candle to somebody that can't hold a note, especially on a karaoke night, bro. If they
I
didn't
agree.
had a drink or two in them, they are Whitney. They are
Yes.
Luther that
Yes,
night.
they are. Yes,
Yes,
they are.
we have to
And
agree
I
on that.
love when I tell you, when somebody get up there who can sing, it's not as enjoyable to me. I'm like,
Nah, y'all try. I keep saying y'all because you one of them vocalist dudes. Y'all try to steal the song and make it your own. Yeah, I mean, you try to add y'all ad libs and your riffs and all that old shit. And we don't want to hear it like that. We'd rather hear it like the original song. And those that can't really sing try to
yeah,
sing it like the original song now, and they
hmm
tear the song all the way to shreds,
yes,
tear it
yes,
up.
yes, they
But it's
do.
the performance I love. It's the
Yes,
performance. But
yes.
y'all cats that can sing, I bet you right now, if we had you sing a Boys to Men song, we would see E-Man. Yes, he can sing, but I don't like that rendition of that song that he just sung because you're gonna make it your own. Because singers do that.
Okay, that's interesting. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I mean, I will put you on the spot and tell you to sing something from Boys to Men or something, but I'm
I
sure
would
you
not do
wouldn't do it. And I guarantee you, we'll all be like, "Damn, he can sing," but I kind of like it the other way a little bit better because you would steal the song.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. Yes, Sean, that's who I want to hear at karaoke. I want to hear Whitney Hutton. I don't want to hear Whitney Houston. I want to hear Whitney Hutton. Exactly. That's
All right.
exactly what I want in my karaoke.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, all right. So, what do you have planned for your birthday, man? And then we'll move forward. Anything
N-
special?
no, nothing.
What?
Uh, there's a good chance I'll do the show on Friday, even though I can't say with 100% certainty. Cause you never know what Mrs. Livingston got planned, and if Mrs. Livingston say, "Hey, I got a surprise,"
Right.
I'm rolling with Mrs. Livingston. But there's a good chance I'll do the show, and then I got some other obligations, things that I typically do on Fridays, and and that's it. I'll just
Okay.
chill out, just
Well,
chill.
I mean, enjoy. We all gonna tell you happy birthday now. If we don't see you, well, we'll see you at least by Thursday. And the new time for the afternoon experiment starts tomorrow at 3 o'clock, correct?
Tomorrow, 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Sounds good, bro. We can't wait. Can't wait. We missed you that week. You stopped some hearts last week when you put the post up and said no afternoon experiment the rest of the week. Details to come. Everybody thought it was shut down.
Oh yeah, nah. And the reason for that is because I had gone to talk to the guy. I'm just a little more information, then we will move on. I
Okay.
had gone to talk to the gentleman about doing this project that he wants to do with his television show. And so I'm gonna be helping him edit his television show and do a number of other things with the television show. So on I think it was Tuesday, we were just gonna have a conversation about it. But then on Tuesday, he was like, "No, I want you. Whatever you say, you got it." And so I was
See, at
like,
first I was thinking it was Lincoln Ware show, but that ain't it because he would never tell you no shit like that. Like, whatever it is, you got it. He ain't gonna do that. So it's not that show. It's a different show,
"It's a different
probably.
show. It's a different
Okay, I
show."
was kind of hoping it
Uh,
was the Lincoln Ware show. I was kind of
using
hoping that you was going into the TV scene with it.
Yeah, using a slightly different skill set, but I'm gonna enjoy it. I've known him for years, and I
Cool.
know that a part of the project is something that he's been wanting to do for years, and then the other part is new. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna enjoy this project.
Is it
But yeah,
something that we'll be able to watch soon? Soon. I mean, is it something that's going to be on local cable? Is it something that's going to be on? You know,
well, I
can
mean,
you wet our beak a little bit?
it is Gospel Superfest, which is a nationally syndicated show. That's the show we went up and we recorded on whatever it was last month or whatever. So we went up and we recorded that, but it still has to be edited
Oh, okay.
for television. So it's distributed actually worldwide. There's people
Cool.
watching Gospel Superfest somewhere right now in Brazil. Maybe not right now, but you know what I'm saying. It's distributed worldwide, and so to have an opportunity to work further on it other than just the recording is exciting to me.
Yeah, that sounds fun, bro. And that's right up your alley. You love doing stuff like that.
I do. I do.
Now that the interview process is done and he's giving you everything you're doing that you want, isn't it one of them type of jobs that you would do for free? You
Yes,
know
it
what I
is.
mean?
Yes, it is.
Those are the best jobs.
Yeah.
The ones that you would actually do for free, and then the money just come. You know, the money
Yes.
will come to you.
Yes.
That's great. I'm good to hear that for you, E. That's a great thing. I wanted to say congratulations. And anybody that's doing something out here that they would do for free and they're getting paid for it, they're blessed.
Yeah.
Truly blessed.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, look, I know you don't watch the NFL, but the Bengals are 0-2. Everybody wants to know that, I'm sure. They want to know that the Bengals are 0-2. I'm going to give you my take on it in 30 seconds, and then we'll move on. If the Bengals don't get this offensive line together, bro, they're not going to win a game, okay? It's the offensive line. It's the offensive line. It's them not being prepared properly. They're getting outcoached, and it's clear they're losing the one-on-one battles on the front line. All right. The defense is playing pretty damn good. They're holding the team, keeping these games close. But the Bengals are having a problem on the offensive line. I'll just leave that there for those football fans.
Okay. Dude, are they gonna make it work? Is the coach's job in jeopardy? Because I know
Not
the
yet.
idea of firing a coach the year after he takes you to a Super Bowl, but wasn't his job, and again, I haven't been following for a few years, wasn't his job kind of in jeopardy, and last year looked like a little bit of a fluke?
I don't know if his job was in jeopardy, but I do know this, and I'm a Bengal fan. All right. I've invested in being a Bengal fan. They got a lot of balls that went their way. A lot of things that normally in the past never went their way, such as calls, fumbles. There's a lot about last year that went their way that led them, all those field goals that they were kicking in the games. The defense held the other team where those field goals added up for Cincinnati, and kept them in the game, kept them close. And I'll just say this, bro. Last year they played 2 quarters or 3 quarters of bad football, and they were still able to keep it close and win games. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that this year. The first 2 games shows it. The first 2 games show them playing horrible football the first 3 quarters, and then playing 1 quarter of a half of good football, and now they're in the game. And I just don't think they're going to catch the same breaks they caught last year. They're going to, teams are looking at them and waiting on them, and they're not the same. They're not that same team that the other teams would underestimate. So they're coming in with real game plans, and and the Bengals they're not prepared for it. And I think it comes down to the coaching, film room, and things of that nature. That's just what I think it is. Everybody out there is a professional athlete, but those players out there are chess pieces, and you got to put these guys in the right spot. And when you have them in the wrong spot, it makes them look bad. But it's really up to the coaching to make sure these guys are in the right spot.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
I'm watching college football. I didn't actually get a chance to watch any college football on Saturday because that was the mural. So I didn't get a chance to watch any college football. I am a little disappointed that LSU won.
Yeah, so am I, bro.
I'm still against LSU because I'm still holding a grudge against Brian Kelly.
Oh, okay. There it is.
And I'm feeling bad for the brother who's coaching Notre Dame.
Well, he pulled out a win.
I thought they lost.
No, they actually won the game this Saturday, which is good.
Hold on.
I just didn't want.
Are you certain about that? Because I could have swore I watched the news and that they.
No, I watched the game in it. I watched the whole game, and they lost their first 2 games.
Okay.
And now they, I think they're 1-2 now.
Yeah,
they
that would
lost
be
to
1-2.
Ohio
I know
State.
they lost the first 2.
Yeah. Now this game they end up winning, which I'm happy for. I want to see the brother do well in Notre Dame because there's some people praying that he lose. There's people wasting their prayers on that brother losing up in Notre Dame, and it's crazy.
Right. And I want to see that brother succeed. And, we were having the conversation one day and somebody was saying, well, why do you want to see him succeed? And I'm like, it might sound crazy to somebody because he's a black man.
Hmm.
And I support the brother because his success opens up doors for other black men. So,
Yeah.
to follow that same trajectory. So, for me, I hope he's successful. Hopefully he turns the season around. Clearly they won't be playing for the national championship,
No.
but get a bowl game and build from there. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, he still has to get his pieces together. In college football, it's a little bit different, bro.
yeah.
He's still playing with other players from the other
Hmm.
coach. So once
Right.
he gets that cleared out, not saying that they're bad players, but I'm sure the quarterback that he has right now, no, I'm not trying to go in on anybody, but that would probably not be his choice. Okay, he's a little small. He's probably not running the type of offense that he wants to run with his guys. So I give him 3-4 years and he'll be all right. You'll watch his freshman class in the next couple years. His recruiting classes will come up and Notre Dame will be all right, bro. And I'm rooting for the brother. I really am. I'm rooting.
That's if they give him 3 or 4 years.
They probably will. Now you can't go ridiculously a ridiculous losing season. They're not going
Right.
to tolerate that in college. They just don't do that with any coach. But if he has a 500 record, out of I think he'll be fine. Give him 500 first 2 years, he'll be fine.
All right. And of course, I'm always rooting against Alabama.
You don't like Alabama, huh?
I don't like Alabama. Let me tell you this, and this is not a sports show. We are gonna move.
It is
on
right
from
now.
the show. But let me tell you this. Here's what I don't like about Alabama. Number one, I don't like that it's Alabama, but I'll put that aside. What I don't like is I feel like Alabama and Ohio State, a lot of those top tier schools, they do recruiting. And I'm not, look, you recruit, you know what I'm saying? You get the best guys that you can get. So you recruit. That's what you do. But there's a part of me that don't respect those teams. There's a part of me that I look at it like this, and I'm going to draw a parallel between Alabama football and the NBA.
Okay.
Just follow me for a second.
I got you.
If you took the all-star team from, I don't know, the West and put that team as the Lakers, I would look at it like, come on, ain't none of y'all got nothing where you actually want to compete against the best to be the best. You just want to put together an all-star team to run and dominate the rest of the league. I wouldn't look at that. I mean, it's fair in the sense that if it's legal, it is what it is. But I don't respect that. Like, okay, you're a top-notch player. You're coming out of high school. I guess I understand. I want to go to Alabama. Exposure and so on and so forth.
Right.
But you're going to be number 3 on the depth chart at Alabama, and you're the top recruit in the country. Why are you going to Alabama? Come on, man. Get something about you to say, you know what? I want to go somewhere else and compete against Alabama and beat Alabama because I think I'm the best and I'm a real competitor. I don't have a lot of respect for players who choose to go to these powerhouse stacked teams and play.
No, I understand.
I don't like it.
One thing about college football and basketball, to be honest with you, is the parity is ridiculous. There's
Yeah.
so many guys at a high level, and they can't keep them all. If you look at some of the players that left Cincinnati or left Ohio, Mr. Ohio, and they go off and they go become a running back. Well, they were a running back in high school, and they were Mr. Ohio. And then they get recruited by Ohio State, and they go up there, and they're competing against Mr. Kentucky, Mr. Idaho, all these. I mean, the parity is crazy. They have so much depth. You good over there, bro?
Mosquito. It's a little mosquito flying around.
They have so much parity in college football that it's ridiculous. Yeah, Alabama and them guys get all the best recruits and stuff. But if you were say your son was a big recruit, a blue chip player. I mean, you got to look at the fact that his chances of making it to the NFL are a lot higher if he goes to more of a, what you got, the bug spray jumping,
right.
bro?
That's right.
I mean, think about it, E. If you had a chance for your kid to go to Ohio State or Miami University or some smaller school, you would probably choose the school that had you know, bigger chance of your kid being drafted in the NFL. I used to have that same feeling, bro, when it came down to brothers going to these big schools when they could have went to HBCUs. But then I had to look at the economics of it. I think that's why I love Deion Sanders more than I ever loved him as a player. I love what he's been able to do for HBCU football by recruiting guys that normally would go to Alabama or go to some of these other schools. And he's made HBCUs sexy, if you want to call it that. He's brought ESPN. He's brought a lot of different network. He's brought Under Armour and Nike and all those guys into the fold, wanting to be part of the HBCU movement in sports. And I think that's a big move by Deion Sanders, man. That was huge of him to be able
I,
to do that.
Let me say this, and I'm not gonna go off on a tangent about Deion Sanders. I do like what he's doing there. I do like you said, he's making HBCU sexy and everything. I really just wish though he would respect the traditions.
Of
I wish he would.
HBCUs?
Yes,
I
because
never knew he didn't.
yeah, he played. I don't remember which classic it was, but they were asking him about the traditions, and he was like, basically, I don't care. We don't care nothing about that. We ain't never been there before. This is our first time. So all of that stuff is the past.
I'm a little
And
lost.
so
What
and
traditions? Are you talking about the school tradition?
the
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 HBC?
the HBC, the classics, and
Oh, okay.
all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's talking about pulling out of if somebody else who knows what I'm talking about, because I don't remember which classic it was,
Yeah,
but it
I know
was
about the classics. I used to go to them all the time. I lived in New Orleans, in Grambling, and I mean Southern. We used to go
which
to those
which
games
school
all
is
the time.
Eddie George coaching at right now?
That's Gram. Well, that's Grambling.
So it was
Oh, wait a minute.
Jackson.
Excuse me. You said Eddie George. I'm sorry about that. I'm not quite sure where Eddie George is. Um, I'm not certain off the top of my head.
Right, but either way, Jackson State was playing that school. I don't remember right now.
Hmm.
And Tennessee State, and they've been playing for years. I mean, it's a tradition. Well, Dion, according to reports, that he's threatening. Well, not threatening, but he's talking about they may not play that game anymore. And they're like, but what about the tradition? What about the rivalry? And he's like, I just got here. I don't know nothing about any of that kind of stuff. Basically, I don't care about none of that. No way
Right.
he would say that if he was coaching in a Division I school and he was coaching Cincinnati against Miami in a battle of the whatever nails or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever it is.
I
He
feel you.
wouldn't be like, we don't care about no nails. He would
But
embrace it and respect it.
I don't know. Maybe you read him wrong. I don't know if he had that type of attitude because he's definitely had a lot of support of HBCUs and their struggles. So why wouldn't he respect their traditions? That wouldn't make much sense to me. But I will say this. He can't control who they play. I mean, he can make recommendations to the athletic director. They still have to play certain games in order to make certain money. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Dion could be at the school, but if they've given him also some time, some chances to play some serious name D1 schools outside of the HBU conferences, and he turned them down because he said that they're not ready for that yet. So at the same time of him taking some of those or turning down some of those other teams that might be tradition, I know for a fact that he's turned down some schools that have national recognition at ESPN and all of that because he told them we're not ready to take those games yet. We're not big enough. Like the players aren't big enough and can't compete at. They're all D1 players, but there are levels to D1. There are some levels, and when you'll get ran out of a gym or off the field because the competition. You got guys 305, 350. Dion might have guys that's in the upper twos, 290, 275. They just wouldn't be big enough.
I'm trying to look up these articles about Deion Sanders not liking the traditions of black college football and the classics. And I understand to a degree the point that he was trying to make. He basically saying we need to make more money. But at the same time, there's a certain tradition there. And of course, if your whole focus is just on, hey, we need to make more money, then it's easy to overlook the rich traditions. It's easy to
I got you.
overlook the rich traditions. And he basically said, he wasn't necessarily down.
I understand. Well, I think he's done a lot for the school so far. I mean, not just his school, a lot of HBCUs, and basketball is going in that same direction. They're starting to get a little bit more recruits. I think one kid a couple years ago chose one of the HBCUs in basketball over all the Big Ten schools, the big teams. And I think he was recruited by a lot of the Big Ten schools as well. And, he chose to go to HBCUs. That's brave. I think a lot more. If it would have to be a collective group of people. You can't just take one or two. That could be bad for that kid, to be honest with you. But if you had the top 25 or top 50 kids go off and do that, that could be damaging for the NCAA, if you understand what I mean.
I don't think it would. In all honesty,
25 to 50, sure.
I don't. If all the top recruits went to HBCUs and the bottom recruits went to the FBS schools, the mainstream media would still just focus on the FBS, the predominantly white institutions. That's what they would focus on. That's what you would still see on television, their brand of football, basketball, whatever. That's what you would still see. They would never shift their focus to the HBCUs, even though there was superior talent there.
Maybe
I don't think it would happen.
Well, maybe so, but after so much time, for sure they would shift the focus. Because number one, let me just say this to you. Okay, let me ask you this. Would you watch the 1960s versions of the Boston Celtics right now? And the reason why I say that is because they were all white. Nobody would watch that shit.
Yes,
Nobody would watch that.
If that's what they put on TV.
Yeah,
yes,
but that don't mean that that's where the good talent and the good games are going to be. If you put the Boston Celtics up of the 60s against today's Boston Celtics, and you put today's Boston Celtics on a BET, the Boston fans will watch it on BET, and they will watch the black version of the Boston Celtics. They want to see the better version of them. That's just how I feel.
All right.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't see the mainstream broadcasting networks, ESPN, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, and all of the. I don't see them saying, you know what, they are playing a better brand of football over here. So I'm sorry, Notre Dame. I'm sorry, USC. I'm sorry, Ohio State. I'm sorry, Alabama. We not going to pay y'all billions of dollars for y'all product. We going to pay them billions of dollars for theirs. I don't see that ever happening.
You might have a point there, but that, I think the world is shifting a little bit. That's why streaming services are doing better than most primetime networks now. I think when you take the product a certain place, people follow the product. They don't necessarily follow the tradition, if you want to call it that. So if look at little apps, not apps, I'm sorry. Look at programs that's on Stars. These are small companies that have made deals with people like 50 Cent. And these guys are doing numbers, major numbers. And that's doing good for the streaming service, and it's doing good for the artists, the producers, executive producers such as 50. All those guys are changing the game. I'm watching it. It's being changed. I mean, my kids don't even watch primetime television anymore. And that's mainly because these streaming services are taking over and they're taking the product. Look at what Netflix and some of these other places have done with mainstream actors. They've taken them off of movie sets and brought them into season, what they call them, series and stuff. And they're getting paid the same amount of money. People will follow the product. They will follow the talent.
All right. Well, we'll see. I mean, if it ever happens. But there's so much that would have to go into that. So much, mindset stuff. You're not gonna, I don't believe you'll ever convince the majority of black athletes, high quality black athletes, to not go to these white institutions and go to HBCUs. I don't think that'll ever happen. Even if, you could somehow get them all together. Deion Sanders, every former black NFL player could go and do all the recruiting in the world. I don't think it would ever happen. Ever.
Well, it can happen. And how you make that happen is a network. If the HBCU schools had a network deal, if they got a deal like ESPN and they had primetime primetime space, that is how you would be able to move the needle on that process. They need something to be able to sell to the players to give them the exposure that they get at these white institutions, if you want to call it that. That's all it is. It's not that people have to go to Alabama. I mean, they don't really want to go. They will, because it's an avenue to the NFL. But the truth of the matter is, the real avenue is the exposure. So as soon as they set a platform up, soon as a Prime Video or somebody like that comes in and wants to buy in or invest into the HBCU brand, ESPN or any of those, that would be the beginning of the avenue for these young brothers to be seen and have a better opportunity.
All right.
I mean, it really wouldn't take that long. It'd probably take a decade. And I mean, that sounds long, but that's 2 recruiting classes for a coach. And HBCUs could really do it. They just need to structure it the right way. They need somebody to come in. And the first move is with Under Armour and Nike, the support of the shoe companies, Adidas and all of that. Because where they go, they bring the networks as well.
And I don't think that they will go.
I think they will. Right. I think Primetime's done it already. I think Deion Sanders done it with Jackson State. I think they have more now. They just can't get water down there. No pun intended. I'm not trying to be funny. That has nothing to do with the school, but that is a problem for them down there. Deion Sanders came out and said, "Hey, we don't have clean water for our kids down here." That should never happen. That's we can send all these billions of dollars to Ukraine, but we down here suffering in some water in America. This shouldn't even be a primetime story. It shouldn't even be an issue. And we sending $53 billion over to Ukraine in a war, and our kids are suffering with water problems. That's ridiculous to me, bro. That's ridiculous.
Right. I don't see it happen, but maybe it could. Maybe it could. It's all just speculation, so
Yeah, well, we'll see. All right, man. So what's on the menu, bro? We've been talking, and somebody said, "I'm waiting for y'all to fight." Ain't nobody gonna fight. We're gonna argue.
Well, hold on. Somebody said, I like to address the people who ask legit or what they perceive to be legit questions. Ron Omega, he says, not to be funny, but why would you not support the NFL but support the NCAA? And if they don't, and if they don't make it to the professional level, they just end up with a bunch of debt. Well, it all depends. I mean, there's a few ways to look at that. But I'm not supporting the NFL because of the Colin Kaepernick thing. That's why I would not support the NFL. I've gone over that time and time again. With regard to the NCAA, these guys can get their name, image, likeness deals now. They do still get, depending on where they are, they get some scholarship money. They get, hopefully, if it's what they value, they get an education. And then they end up being like the good number of us who went to college and came out, hopefully with a degree, and they happen to have some debt. Maybe less than some others because they played a sport and got some scholarship funds. So I don't see where one has anything to do with the other.
Well, a lot of those I'm sorry, my apologies.
No, I'm just saying he asked, and I felt like he was asking in earnest, so I wanted to answer his question.
And then the other thing, I'm not sure a lot of the athletes that go in on scholarships come out with debt. I mean, we're talking about sports here. We were talking about the athletes. I just don't think a lot of them come out with debt, with college debt. If they don't make it to the NFL and they, go on to do have a professional career at something else. Most of them get that. Sorry, I just got a message, something about something crazy, but I'm not sure that they leave with debt, even those that don't make it in the draft. Somebody said, okay, all right, I think they ready. Jerica, did you see that message? She said,
Yeah,
let's get
yeah.
back to women settling in order to be in a relationship. And then she said something else. Somebody else said something about women.
Women being the best cheaters. Yeah, they want to
Yeah,
revisit
I
that
think they waiting for
conversation.
my explanation on
And
that
I'm
one.
waiting. I'm waiting for that too. I'm waiting
Because
for
you
that
say
too.
that they are better cheaters than men.
They are much better cheaters.
No, they're not. No, they're not. I can't stand it when brothers say that. I'm gonna explain
Please.
why they're not. And they
All right.
really, and you know what? Y'all encourage them to think that they smarter, like they're better than us at that, like it's some reward or something. But I'm just saying they're not. Hold on, let me read this one right here. Oh, okay. It's we still on this subject. Okay, Tina. Now we about to get at it. Who is Jerica? That okay. She says, let's get back to black men abandoning black women for white women. We could say the same thing about black women, can't we, Jerica? You might want to look around. You might want to look at some of your administration and how they moving right now. You might want to look around. Show me a black man other than Obama that's been up in that White House. I could tell you some black women been in there with white men.
I need you to explain to me
It's coming.
why you don't believe just what I perceive to be fact that women are better cheaters.
All right.
I need to hear this. Like, I need to hear this.
Okay. Y'all give them too much credit.
All right.
The only reason why women think that they're better cheaters than men is because we've been saying it. Everything in this world is based on let me say it to you like this. When women see men, they expect us to be cheaters. I don't care who you are, what man you are. You can be the greatest man in the world. Women always check their men for cheating. Always. It's always been expected or capable. A man is capable of cheating. The only men who get cheated on is the men that don't see it coming. Okay? Let me say it to you like this. Men don't expect their women to cheat. That's why they can get away with it. They don't make no smoother moves than us. They don't do anything better than us. It's men are sleep. We sleep on women cheating. We just don't think that they would do it to us. And the only man who thinks a woman will cheat is a man that's been cheated on. Can you say that about a woman? Can you say that there's a woman that don't feel like that they man would cheat? Every woman that you talk to will say to you, they don't all call men dogs. I'm not going to use that phrase, but there's not a woman on this planet who feels like a man won't cheat. But there is men right now with a woman that will say, my woman wouldn't cheat on me. My woman would not cheat on me. And there's some men that really feel like they've never been cheated on. It's because of the surprise. The expectation of a woman is not to cheat. You see what I'm saying? So when you're getting cheated on, it's such a surprise that you feel like she got away with it, and it could have been right up under your nose. You just don't expect her to cheat. You expect her to be better than that when they expect less of you. That's why when you cheat on them, it's expected and it's messy, it's dirty. It's like, well, how could you do that? Oh yeah, Tracy told me you wasn't shit. All that. We get all of that. We get all of that. But when women cheat, it's like some big ass surprise, and it's like she got away with murder in broad daylight. No, she did the same shit you did. You just wasn't woke. You just didn't see it coming. That's why you think they cheat better.
Well,
and they don't.
I agree with you. I think about 75% of what you said, I agree with. Women cheat as much as, if not, I believe more than men. Okay? I believe women cheat more than men.
So what makes them better?
I'm gonna get there. So that part, I think we agree I think, yeah, there is this misconception that a lot of men have that women don't cheat, which is a part of what makes them better. They are better at the PR game, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? That is a part of what people talked about Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson had won the fight before the fight even started because a lot of those dudes early on was intimidated. So they went in scared of Mike Tyson. That's a part of being good at it, winning that mental battle. So in that sense, they are better at it. They are winning that battle, that portion of the battle. Also, a part of what makes them better is because, you know, so, as I was alluding to last week, men help them. Men help them. There's a different dynamic, men cheating and women cheating. So if I'm messing with a married woman and I'm single, I'm not going to that dude's house. I'm not calling his house. I'm not sending him a text. I'm not doing any of that nonsense because I'm going to mess up what I got going on. Whereas women are just the opposite. So we as men help them be better at cheating. There's a whole lot that goes into it, but they are better at it because, and this is really the bottom line, they do it more, they get caught less, and they have us, a lot of us, believing that they don't do it. And women on watching this podcast right now will swear up and down that they don't do it. And they really, for the most part, they don't break rank.
So
But
why is it okay? Let's
go
say
ahead,
let's
go
say
ahead.
everything you saying is correct. So why is it when you say things like black men don't cheat, men don't cheat, everybody laughs, but when you say women don't cheat, everybody take that a little bit more serious? That's the manipulation in it, right? That's the fact that
Exactly.
but see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's and you just kind of made my point. What makes them better at it is actually us because we don't expect it. That's what I not just say
That's
that?
why I said I agree with you, probably about 75% of what you
Oh,
said.
that's the part you agree with. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
I'm saying to you is they don't do it better. It's just easier to get away with stuff with people that don't expect certain things.
But
That's all
that's
it is.
but that's a part of being better at it is winning. That's a part of it. Being able to do it without being suspected is a part of being better at it.
Okay. I guess that's right. I just know that most people that get cheated on, women that get cheated on, they're hurt and crushed, right? We all know that. But I think they already in the back of their mind have prepped themselves for the possibility of it happening. And I just don't think men do that same thing. So when you're not looking for something to happen, you just don't you don't really you don't look out, you're not really looking for her. You like when she say she going out with her girls. Oh, for real, babe? Where'd y'all go? To the mall? Oh, okay, cool. And you let it go. Well, I think women are a little bit more suspicious at everything that men do. So that leaves more questions and it kind of makes it a little, they can kind of tell when you're lying because
But that's
you start talking more.
that's one you got to chalk up for the women because they've created an environment in their relationship where you're not checking behind them to see that's a part of. Look, if you a man and you running around cheating and your woman is like, nah, ain't nowhere in the world my man would cheat, so she ain't even thinking about it. Ain't you a better cheater than the man next to you who giving off all these vibes and signs?
Not
That's
necessarily.
you being better.
Not necessarily. I think society has set the tone of men being cheaters and women not being. I think people have always said that women cheat. I see. I don't. I'm a prime. I don't think that women cheat more. I don't think that. That's just my personal
See,
opinion.
you part of the problem.
No, I'm not part of the problem because I that don't say that women don't cheat. There's a difference between saying women don't cheat versus they cheat more. There's a
They cheat
huge
more.
difference in that. I'm saying that I think that when a woman gets cheated on, she's kind of more conscious of it. Like knew the possibility could happen. Like she knew it. She watched out it. The signs was there. The scene, the no, see that
It's
Women,
true, man.
I
They
just don't.
do. I see the same comment. Women cheat smart. They do. It's just a, well, I can't say it's a fact
I don't
because
think so.
it's not.
I don't. I
But
mean,
it,
what makes them smarter? Because what we might have our perfume on our body or something of that nature. I mean, just tell me. Somebody tell me how they're smarter at it than us. I just think
bro,
that the unexpected to a man, you
no,
don't look for certain things to happen. So yeah, you are acceptive. You're more acceptive of something happening to you and them getting away with it. That don't make them smarter.
no, bro. They plan all that stuff out. I'm telling you, they plan all that stuff out. It's not just by coincidence that she ain't got no cologne on her. If he's a cologne wearer, she done brought some extra clothes. And she ain't gonna do the stupid stuff like some men do. Like, I walk out the house with this on and then walk back in with another outfit on if I'ma change clothes. Nah, she ain't that stupid. She gonna go to her girl house first with the outfit that she walked out. She gonna change color clothes because she know she going out with this dude that wear cologne. So she gonna change clothes first. Then she going back to her girl's house after she finished doing whatever she doing and put the other clothes back on. She might even have her girls wear her clothes round so that they be a little wrinkled, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? They think about all of that. So when she come home, he don't smell no cologne. She got on the same clothes, the whole nine. She thought all of that stuff through. Whereas me, I'm just like, well, I'm gonna go get me some. Oh, dang, I smell like perfume. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? We just
I
not
just
thinking it through. Women they're not smarter, but they're more devious, conniving when they want to be.
mm,
I'm
okay.
telling you.
Okay. I mean, I can't deny the you know
Look,
conne-
bro, I was in a
conniving.
relationship. I was in a relationship with a woman who was the cover woman for her girls cheating. I had to get out of that relationship just because I saw so much game. Like, and if you helping them do it, they helping you do it. I'm out. I'm out. They had a whole system, bro. They
Mm,
had a whole system.
yeah, I don't know, bro. Hey, I
You
got a
remember?
call. You want
Hold
me
on,
to
you
take?
remember? Well, I say you remember like you was alive. But back in the day, people built cars, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? That like they brought all the parts and they assembled the car. And then one day Henry Ford was like, you know what? If I made up an assembly line, like all you gonna do is put on bumpers. You just gonna put on bumpers. That's it. You just gonna put on bumpers. But what about that? Don't worry about that. You just gonna put on bumpers. But it's gonna come to you. You gonna put the bumper on, and it's gonna go somewhere else. That's all you gonna do. He streamlined the whole process, bro. These women got assembly lines. They got assembly lines. All they girls is in on it. Now all they girls might not be cheating. They probably
See,
are.
that's
But
where I disagree.
all they girls might not be cheating, but they got everything in place to cover for everybody. Just move with it.
I think that they have more secrets. I think they even keep it from their girls, though, to be honest with you. I think where we go wrong is when we start telling our partners, when we
No,
tell too many people and it get out, or you can tell I mean, I don't know, bro. It's not really
I,
my expertise. I
I'm
just think
telling
that
you, look, not every woman I'm sure does things the same way. Okay? And everybody don't have the same circle of friends. But I'm telling you, I was dating a chick that was a part of the assembly line. And you talk about, well, they don't even tell their girls they cheating. Yeah, they tell their girls they cheating. Yes, they girls know who they doing what with, and they get all the details. They tell them everything. Yeah,
mm,
they know. Because they gotta know to be able to cover for them the way that they cover.
got you. Well, I just think the bottom line is when a man um don't expect that his woman would even cheat in the first place, it's probably a lot easier for her to get away with certain things. Um,
Wait a minute, hold on. Ron Omega says no, they don't. No, who don't what? Are you saying that women don't tell their girlfriends that they cheating? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Ron? Because I'm telling you, I've known some cheaters, and they know. I even know there are women who they might not even be down with it, but they know, so they might stop hanging out with their girlfriend because she cheating. But she know that she cheating. Women tell they girlfriends what they doing. Almost every one of her girlfriends know she cheating. It ain't no secret to none of them.
Mm. Yeah, bruh. I just, I don't know. I don't know if they do it better. I have to keep going back to the men. Most men just don't think they woman would cheat. And that makes it a lot easier for them to be all-stars at it. That's what I think it is. When you say that they cheat better, I just don't know I don't know why people think that they cheat better. It's just that a man just don't see it coming. A woman always has a suspicion of a man cheating. And that's what makes it more difficult for him to get caught. And it makes him, he gets caught slipping because they're looking for it. That's just how I look at it, bro. I don't think that women do something dirty down ranch better than us. I think that, they just have that edge that man will accept what they say. And men are, I just think that we tend to, if she say she gone and she with her girlfriends, that's where we think they at. Where I don't think that they always think that with us. And again, I can sit here, argue that. I can jump up and down and holler.
That's all a part of the game.
Probably so, but
making you comfortable with it is a part of what makes you better at it. Making you think it's not even a possibility is a part of what makes you better at it. Bro, fellas, men, dudes, niggas, listen.
You said niggas.
They are out here cheating like crazy, okay? They out here cheating like crazy. I'm not saying every woman is cheating because that's not true. But I'm saying the ones that's out here cheating, they getting it in. And kind of like what Wyatt is telling you. Stop thinking it couldn't be my woman. Do I believe Mrs. Livingston is cheating? No, I don't believe it. Do I believe it's a possibility? Certainly.
That's because you've been cheated on before.
That's not why. It's because it's really not. It's because she's a human. And humans have the propensity to do things for many different reasons. Lust hits everybody. Everybody sees something that look good to them, and temptation is not foreign to any of us. The fact that she is a human means that she could cheat, not the fact that she's a woman or that I've been cheated on. And it goes to what you're saying, Wyatt. It don't matter if you've ever been cheated on before. Just look at people as people. And if you believe it's possible for a person to cheat on another person, then you got to accept that there's a possibility that your person could cheat on you. Got nothing to do with the past. It's just a fact. It could happen. Y'all better stop thinking, oh, no, not my woman. Stop it. Stop.
I got you.
Look. All the stuff that she do to you, do to her. If she checking your phone, check her phone. You know what I'm saying? If she, just call you out of the blue, just call her out of the blue sometimes. And you can play it like they play it. Like, oh, I was just missing you. I just wanted to hear your voice. Sometimes, she was just missing you. She just wanted to hear your voice. Other times, she wants you to shut the hell up so she can hear the surroundings. Like, what's going on in the background? You know what I'm saying? She don't want you to even say nothing.
You really got this. You got this thing down, brother. You know all the little ismans and the cricks and crannies.
Bro, I'm just telling y'all.
Huh?
I'm just telling y'all. The fact is what the fact is. We are all people. We are all people. And so don't put nothing past nobody. I trust Mrs. Livingston. I trust Mrs. Livingston. She just sent me a text. She said she gone. She headed out. She got a project that she working on. I believe her.
Right.
But at the same time, how I know that's really where you at? You know what I'm saying? There's no way for me to know.
And that's what would make her a great cheater, because she already has you trusted in her process. That's just how it works. Now, a man, if you do the same things and you consistently move like that, I think she will, just based on her having her girlfriend talks and the things that her friends are going through and all that. I mean, let's be honest, bro. Men don't sit around and talk about how they women were cheating on them. That's not the conversation guys share with one another. But women have those conversations all the time amongst each other about what they men are doing. Men don't have them conversations. When was the last time you and I would go out and get a beer or something like that, or go get a drink or some wings or something, and we sitting at the table talking about each other's woman? We just don't do shit like that.
We don't.
But women make it part of their night.
What they do. Let me tell you what they do. See, this, you're partially right, but you also missing a part. And I know this is gonna sound crazy. You're right. Women will talk to other women about they man cheated on them. They will. Whereas if I walked in on Mrs. Livingston last night, I'm not calling you Wyatt like, hey, Wyatt, man, I just walked in on her. Oh, my, she's such a... I ain't telling you. That ain't none of your business. Because, yeah, my pride is hurt. My feelings is hurt. All that kind of stuff. We not having that conversation.
Girl,
women
I walked
do
in.
that.
I walked in.
But here's what else women do. When women are sharing that story, and women are talking about, I walked in on him, and he had that bitch, and all that kind of stuff. You know what that's followed up with? He didn't know that I was coming from that nigga house, see? And that's what happened, because they doing the same thing. That's the part of the story you never hear. You hear the part, oh, women talking, oh, he cheated on me, and oh, we gonna group hug, Haagen-Dazs, whatever. But you don't hear the follow-up to, because women want to let other women know, oh, he wasn't really getting nothing over on me. I had somebody, what creep? I keep it on the down low.
Here I come at you, AP. Sorry.
That's real, man. I'm telling you, that's real.
No, I'm not doubting it. I just think that what makes them, I have to just keep going back to my initial statement, and that is what makes them better is that it's unexpected for us. We just don't see it coming, where they have a notion. They already go, they go into it knowing.
That is part of what make it better. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, that makes it a little easier for them. I mean, whenever a man, boy, say you going on a man's trip, you and 3 of your friends, y'all going to Vegas. Shit, there's a 21 list of demands. Well, first you gotta, there's just there's a lot going on. But when a woman make that same arrangement and she going with Stephanie and them, then that's, you just be like, oh yeah, well, shit, okay, y'all have a good time. It's not so many questions from men. Maybe it's because the man is doing his own thing on the side. Maybe it's because he trusts in her. Maybe he just feels like she won't ever cheat. It's not in her genes to do it. Maybe she's a good old girl, whatever it might be. I just think it's easier to get things by people who don't expect things like that to happen. It can be cheating. It can be stealing money from them. Anybody that don't see it coming, it's a lot easier to be slick about whatever you're doing. So that don't make you smarter. You just might have a gullible motherfucker.
I'm not saying they smarter, but they are better.
I don't know about that. All right, I got to take a call, man. This guy, AP, been on hold for a long time, so we're gonna take this call, okay? E?
All right.
AP, what's good, man? I know you've been on hold. It says 10 minutes here. My bad, bro. I was getting schooled by E, man, so I just wanted to see where we were with it. But you've been on hold 10 minutes. So what's on your mind, brother? What's happening?
Hey, let me say what's up, fam. Both you guys.
All right.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man. I don't think, that statement you made, Wyatt, about we don't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the back of our minds, we know it could happen. But I think, with men, our ego get in the way. You got brothers who believe they putting it down so good that, hey, they got it on lock, or whatever.
Yeah.
So we don't, when you feel like that, when you start thinking with your ego and your manhood, as they say, then that you don't see the red flags. You just think like I said, you got everything on lock.
Yeah, and that's part of the naiveness. That's part of the you not expecting her to do anything. So when you're not expecting her to do anything, AP, or you just don't see it in her to do something like that, does that necessarily make her smarter at cheating on you, or does it just make you not, you just accepted to be cheated on? I mean, it's just easier for her to get away with things, even if she slipped.
No, I don't think. I think a man gets called if he gets sloppy, if he just really don't care about keeping his so-called steady relationship intact. That's when we get caught. Because we all know there's stories out there who men who had second families, 2 blocks away from, where they, kids 15, 20 years old, don't know, everybody know, but his wife or his girl or a steady girlfriend over the years, so men can do it and get away with it, but I think we only get caught if we get sloppy, if we don't really care about keeping what we got. I think that's really the only time, because a guy can pick out a woman. If you're dealing with ratchet or not, you might not want to have a long-term relationship with that chick, because she gonna, like Emmanuel said, she gonna be the one to leave her drawers in your car. She gonna leave her earring up under the pillow in the bed.
One of them nails gonna pop off and gonna be somewhere in the car, and that's trouble.
Right. So yeah, man, we good. I think we better at it, but we only get caught if we get sloppy and if we don't care. I think that's when we get caught.
So you say men are better at it, AP?
I think we better at it. Like I said, men. There's been stories of men having second families. No more than a mile or two away. From kids don't nobody know until they show up at the funeral. Kids 15, 20 years old, meeting their brothers or sisters for the first time.
Yeah,
so
that's a little different. But yeah, I get what you're saying. That was probably back in the day when, women had to deal with, a man having another family or whatever. Let me just say this while both of the brothers are on here. I also think that it all depends on how you got this woman. All right. If you took her from somebody, you're going to think about her a little bit different. If she was, it all depends on how you got this lady, on how you gonna feel, how you watch her maneuver through life, or however, whatever she's doing. If she was cheating with somebody or cheating with you on somebody, she was with this other man and you was her side, and now y'all together, you definitely gonna have some type of suspicion. I mean, most men wouldn't even be with that woman, but sometimes it end up being that way. They end up breaking up, and that end up being your woman. Now you'll never really trust her. But at the same time, man, I just think that brothers, it's not that women are smarter at cheating. I just think that men just don't expect their woman to cheat for reasons like what AP said. We get caught up in what we think we doing better than anybody, or we smashing right, or we this and we that and blah, blah, blah. We taking care of her kids and shit like that from another dude. And then we get lost into the we can't be replaced, or I just think it's that. And what makes it better for her what makes it easier for her to go cheat is the fact that we in our minds feel like she wouldn't dare. I mean, why would she? I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that's what makes it easier for them to do it, and we just never see it coming.
Well, let me say this.
Exactly.
For any men out there who think you putting it down too good to be cheated on, you're a fool.
Absolutely.
Because think about it like this, fellas. If you running around cheating, it don't matter how good she putting it down. It don't matter how good she putting it down. What was that? What Terrence Howard said on the movie? The only thing better than some new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. It's same with you. Like, women think about this sex thing differently. They don't. So it don't matter how good you think you putting it down. She sees some new D, she want the new D.
And for the record, can I say this to all my fellas on here? This is strictly for my fellas. Y'all do understand that I'm saying that I do know women cheat, and I do know that they cheat just as much. If I don't know, I can't say for sure that they do it more, but I can say that I do know that they cheat, and they cheat just as much. That's never been my argument. My argument is they don't do it better. The only reason why they get it off is because we don't expect it, for all the reasons that AP is telling and the reasons that you're saying, Emmanuel. It's not that I feel like women don't cheat, because people trying to ask me, they asking me shit about if I've ever been cheated on, if I ever cheated and all that old shit. I don't think that's relevant if it's happened to me. I'm saying that I see that we have a handicap in it. We just don't see women go in relationships that usually they might sometimes come from a bad relationship. Men do too, but sometimes we just don't click with our last, partner or whoever. It may not have had nothing to do with cheating, but for some odd reason, most women, whenever they come into a new relationship, they had to run into a man that cheated on them, and that's what gets spread like wildfire. And that's what's given us our reputation. If they cheat more, then why don't we have that? Why don't they have that reputation? Every man don't say what we saying right here, right now, that women cheat more than men. They don't say that.
Because they
But we
better at it.
no, it's
Because
not that
they're
they're better.
at it.
You
That's
saying
why
that they
we don't
just
have
never
that.
get caught? They never get caught.
Yes, a lot of times they don't get caught. They can go through 4, 5 whole relationships. I mean, whole relationships. Meeting, fall for him, give him the pee, begin to get tired of him, get hurt by him, break up with him, mourn the loss of him, and you never knew she was seeing that dude. She done went through a whole relationship. Yes.
I don't know. I think it's more like what Bob was saying though. If I don't catch you, it's because I'm not really profiling you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The only reason women don't get caught cheating is because men don't expect a woman to cheat. They're no better at it, bro. If they were suspect of it, we would do the same shit that they do to us. Check phones, do all that shit. The same list that you gave, that whole John Blaze ass list, we would do all of that. The reason why men don't do that is because they just be like, oh man, she ain't, hell, not my woman. But women don't do that. They don't go in with that attitude.
What I'm telling you, I don't know how else to make it clear to you. That is a part of being good at it.
Oh man, okay. If that's, I mean, you're taking my truth and
you can win at something because you already been given a handicap. If I say let's have a 100-yard dash and I give you 20 yards already, you probably go ahead and beat me.
But the only reason you might give me 20 yards is because somehow I've convinced you that you can easily beat me.
But
that was a part of the mental game. That's a part of the game within the game.
You're not telling us something that we don't know. So I'm saying that how did they get that mental edge? How did that mental edge?
Collectively, they've worked at it for centuries.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Go back to the race analogy. If I know you a speedster, if I recognize that you're a speedster from the beginning, ain't no way in hell I'm giving you 20 yards.
Right. So a part of my game, a part of what's
going on in my head that you already a speedster, ain't no way in hell I'm giving you 20 yards. Now, like I said, with a man, if my ego is telling me things like, "Oh, dude, you putting it down," because you say my name a couple of times in the middle of the night, and I'm getting it in my head. Hey, as a man, our egos do drive us. So if we already got the notion in our head that we got everything on lock,
where did you get that notion? Where did you get that notion? Where did you get the notion that you got everything on lock?
Well, I think that's just a fallacy of man.
It's an ego. It's an ego.
No, that has been
ourselves up to
has been carefully cultivated for centuries.
Out here doing business or whatever, you gonna feed your ego,
bro.
Y'all get knocked down a couple pages.
All right, that I'm telling you, you got that notion because that has been carefully cultivated over centuries.
Man, I tell anybody, I love my wife to death, but the only woman I trust to the nines, that'd be my mom. After that, I might love you, but do I fully trust you? Do I not? I mean, I've gone through a couple of things in life and did a couple of things in life. So now I've matured. Now I've finally woken up. All my eyes have been, open. And like you were saying, people are humans, and you can't just put all your faith into, whether you love them or not. You just say sometimes things don't work out.
I just go back to the notion of, I keep seeing somebody, they just trying to trigger me to talk about some shit, but I'm just saying, there's no doubt in my mind that women are not better cheaters. It's just they have the person that they're convincing that they're not cheating is just acceptive of them thinking that they woman won't cheat on them. I don't think there's a woman on this planet that feels like their man won't cheat on them. But I can guarantee you there's some men standing around here right now, even listening to this show, that's been married, that got girlfriend or whatever, They just don't think that caliber of woman who they have will cheat on them.
Wyatt,
I know what you're about to say, and you're gonna say the manipulation game is making it better for them. That's what make them.
You don't. That's not what I was about to say. That's not. I was about to say I got two things to say. Number one is 2:30. I got to get ready to get out of here.
Oh,
and
my
number
goodness.
Number two.
Let me hang up. Y'all brothers have a good day.
All right, E.
All right. Number two, I got a caller on hold that I think I want to try to get this caller in before I leave.
Go ahead,
bro. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, caller.
Hello, man.
Hey.
How are you, sir?
Doing fantastic.
All right, I just got one thing to say. It's like, I mean, this is to Brother Wyatt. I mean, it's like, Wyatt, I don't think that you really understand what the question was or what the statement was. Emmanuel said women do it better, and the reason why women do it better because most guys are sloppy when they cheat. They do things like if she knows every single day you come home at 9:30, all of a sudden you're going to come home at 12:15 with a bogus lie of, oh, yeah, I was with Mike, and, yeah, you know, we were just having a drink. And you don't think about the fact that she hangs with Mike's girl, and all she has to do is just say, you know, when he told me he was over there, he went over here. Next thing you know, you call. With the woman, what she'll do is she'll call Mike's girl and say, look, I'm going to tell him that I was at your house. I'm going to, you know, be with Dave, and I usually get home at about 9:30. So she's going to be with Dave, and about 9:15, she's telling Dave, I got to go. I need to get home. She's going to walk in the door the same time that she does every single time, and you won't suspect a thing. But the thing that's different is you'll get sloppy. You'll get sloppy. You come home like you said, with all wrinkled when, okay, you didn't go out looking like that. She's looking at the way you look. And like Emmanuel said, she'll make arrangements with her girlfriend to say, look, girl, let me come over and change my clothes and blah, 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 because I'm going to such and such with Dave and blah, blah, blah. She'll turn around and go back to her girlfriend's house, change her clothes, come home exactly the way she looks, the same time that she normally does, and you won't be thinking about a thing, but she done been out there, had her wild time with Dave. Dave is looking at the situation of, you know what, I got what I needed to get. She needs to leave at 7:30. I don't care.
Hey, I appreciate your call. I agree with you. What's your name?
Dwayne.
Dwayne, hey, I appreciate
your
call.
Dwayne. Good call.
No problem. Thank you, gentlemen.
Appreciate you.
All right. Well, I got to get out of here.
I know.
But let me tell you this. This is a super quick story. Super quick. Again, that chick that I was dating with the assembly line, her girl was cheating on her dude. The girl was late getting home, whatever that means. Like, he expected her home at a certain time, and it was like really late. What she did was she called my girl at the time, came over to the house. They went outside and did a full production. Like, me and my girl had been fighting, and they standing out. They standing out in the yard screaming, "Oh, hell no, mother, you're not gonna." She calls her dude with the chaos going on in the background. Like, I was coming home, but she having these problems, and I'm over here helping her. While the background, "No, mother, you're not gonna." You know what he said? "No, baby, just go ahead, handle that. Just go ahead and handle that." I would have never thought to do no stuff like that, bruh. So she had the excuse. They built an excuse
Let's be
for her
honest.
to be late. Whereas instead of him just, me, oh man, me and Wyatt, me and Wyatt was out.
Nah.
We went drinking and
Hey, number one.
Bruh.
I can hear the echo, but let me just say this. I believe your story. I believe your story. But you could do that same thing. A man could do exactly what that woman just did. And a woman wouldn't even believe that shit was real. She'd be like, No. See, a woman might be able to jump that off and get it off. But a man could do that same setup and be like, "Hey, Ricky, y'all make all this noise and shit in the background like we at the casino or something." She still ain't gonna believe your story because she already know that you got cheating in your blood. That's what it is. And you would believe that woman and not challenge that story because it's not because she's smarter than you. It's still the fact that you just don't see her cheating on you. That's
Bruh,
what
I
it
would've-
boiled down to.
I'm telling
That
you,
don't
me.
make her smart.
I would have never thought to do all of that kind of
Oh
stuff.
man, no, you
I'm
wouldn't have
telling
thought
you,
to do, you know why you
Mm-mm.
wouldn't have thought to do it, E? Because you would
'Cause
have
I'm an
staged
honest
that
dude
performance. You
and
would have
loyal.
staged that performance off in your mind for nothing. Because she ain't gonna believe this shit. She ain't gonna believe this.
I'm
Yeah, I
honest
mean
and
that's
loyal,
I
bro.
mean,
That's why.
huh?
Because I'm honest and loyal,
Well, I understand that.
like
But what I'm
most
saying,
black men.
black men don't cheat. See that, right? Ain't that now? How many people gonna laugh at that? Black women don't cheat. They don't cheat. So I mean, I still think it's all about that men just don't see it coming. And that don't make her smarter. It don't make her better at it. I hear some comments. Y'all act like I don't think women cheat. Of course I know they cheat. I'm saying I don't think they're smarter. Some people say shit like, I think they're more selective. I don't think that they would do something like what we would do. I don't think a lot of women that have somebody will meet somebody in a club and go home with them and do a one night stand and then go back to their man. I think men will do some shit like that, but a lot of women
do
don't.
that all the bro. Quiet.
Hey, bro, I just gave you my opinion. I just think that they're smarter than that. I think that
that makes you part of the problem. You even define the problem, yet you still gonna be part of the problem. Women go meet men in the club, they have one night stands, and they go home to their man. They do that.
Women, y'all doing
stuff.
that? Y'all
Yes,
doing
they
that,
doing
women?
that.
E-Man got y'all pegged, right? That's what y'all doing out here?
Women will do the same thing we do. They just be smoother about it.
Wow. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I just think that some of the comments on here made more sense than what I was saying and what you were saying. I think some of them were saying that they would wait, they kind of plan their cheating days and stuff out. I just don't think that that makes them smarter. I just think they got somebody they can jump it off on. And when you got somebody you can jump it off on, I just think that men just are easily,
I was about to say I had another call coming in, but I had to get out of here.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
But
all right,
look, I appreciate y'all checking in. Wyatt, you gonna talk about this at 5:00 or no?
I didn't plan on it.
Laid it out. Okay.
Huh?
I said, okay, you done laid it out. That is what it is. I got to run. I got to pick up this little baby.
All right, brother.
I can't have her being the last one getting picked up at the school.
Hey, once again, tomorrow, 3:00 instead of 1:00 for you.
3:00 tomorrow, 3 to 5, Tuesday through Friday, the afternoon experiment.
Yeah. And catch me, Wyatt, live at 5:00. Now I get to piggyback right off of E. This should be good, bro, because I may call you right at 2:59 or some shit and be right there at you. Hey, I appreciate you for having us, man. Thank you. This is the King and I'm Wyatt. That's the King.
I'm the King. I'm sorry. I missed my cue. My bad.
I just pointed. I mean, I know that don't really mean. I was like, I'm Wyatt, and you.
I'm Emmanuel, the King of Talk, and I'm out, y'all.
Hey, holla at y'all next time. Appreciate you all being here. Peace.
You forgot. I'm a king. 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 In case you forgot.